Greetings, Homeland. And I'm George, and welcome back to the Windmill for Corpses. So this is a mollusk with a T. And with triple L? Why do you need 3 L's? Anyway, we're reacting to this because a person named Yannicka Groletter, which I don't know how to pronounce, got in touch with us and asked us to check this song out, and apparently because we react to Epica and Floriansen, we should like this. So, we did a little background check, and she's actually the soprano for Haggard. Yes. We've seen Haggard twice live. And she was the best part of the entire Haggard. To some degree, yes. Definitely my take on that. I'm not such a huge fan of like full-on opera vocals, so I couldn't really say. But Haggard is pretty good live, so that's like what we know about the band. But I think this should be proggy too. And we don't know what's happening, and that's why it's a reaction. Because if we knew, it wouldn't be a reaction. I mean, we know it's gonna be game over by the end of it. We know that. Yeah, game over on Mars. So it's like playing Pac-Man and you die, but you're on Mars. It's like if they hadn't managed to pick up Matt Damon. And he had something to play Pac-Man on. Now it would have been game over for him for good. I mean, that would be life over. Life is a game. Life is all a game, isn't it? I mean, no. You what? Okay. You don't present this as you will like this because you liked Epica and Flor Jansen. You present this as we are a horde of ghastly ghouls summoned forth upon this wretched earth to bring sorrow and misery into the hearts of men. I don't think that's what they're trying to do. Well, it's working! Whether you plan to do it or not. I think it's more like they're confronting the sorrow and misery rather than bringing it forth. It's kind of already there, you just push it in the background. And I'm not talking about our merch. Our merch is not misery. It's a mental background. I mean, the Maltesers are misery, it's just their misery later. Okay, yeah, so the strings, the violins and the cello stuff are so like, oh god, that's so cool. It's so dramatic. It's so dramatic, and it's so dramatic how that works together with the metal instruments. It's like a symphonic ensemble, but you put an electric guitar and a philharmonica. Yeah, like it's not like symphonic metal that you have metal with symphonics around. It's like a symphonic ensemble that integrated metal elements into it. Yeah, and it's so dramatic. And when the vocals come in choiry and it's epic, like a horde of ghastly ghouls summoned forth to bring sorrow and misery into the hearts of men. Sorrow and misery? They're playing chess the way I play chess. Just take as many pieces as you can. Did you realize what the chess was? Yeah, it was a reflection of what was happening on the battlefield. It was voodoo chess. I think it's a reference of how people in power play with other people's lives. It could be that. It could be that. And that tends to still happen, which is very, 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 very bad. This is so dark. It's really dark. I love it. Yeah. We hope it's dramatic. It's pretentious. Yeah, I love it. Let's go. Dude, that's some sinister stuff. I got so sucked into that I think I forgot to be funny on camera. I mean, you don't have to. Your existence is a joke. I'm sorry, I had to. Okay, Mars is the god of war. Yes. And I love the frame where you see like the chessboard and all the parts are toppled over and then that switches directly to the battlefield and everyone's, alignment. Okay, that was sinister. That just got more sinister as I understood what it was about, because when it begins with those orchestras, it feels a lot like you're telling a story, and the first thing you think is, okay, fiction. Yeah. And as it goes along, you realize, hang on, no, this isn't fiction, this is happening. Yeah. So that just got increasingly dark as it progressed. And there's also this part with like these really high vocals that sounds almost like horror movie soundtrack that came in twice. Jesus. And I like when the dude vocals comes in. Yeah, I think it sounds like funeral. I think, but I'm not sure. He might be the tenor from Haggard. He looks slightly familiar to me. I don't know. Just making a guess here. It could be wrong. I will double check, triple check, and quadruple check, and in case I can't figure it out, it's just what it is. Okay. The intro, when it started, actually made me think of Karakangren. It was like a slower but similar cinematic effect to their orchestrals. Mm-hmm. And they're a horror metal band, but they're about the fiction. And I don't know, in a way, this, because what it's talking about is real, it hits in a much more tragic kind of way. It doesn't feel like a theater play. It feels like a real message. And I think it might also be a matter of how that's perpetuated across time, because at the beginning the players were in medieval outfits. Yeah. And at the end, instead of having people with swords on the battlefield, you have bombs, and they were in modern day military outfits. Yeah. So, oh my god, that was so sinister. I love the build up at the end. It was epic, and then more epic, and then more epic, and then more epic, and I think we're done here. Why do they need 3 L's? We're done here, yes. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Of course, yeah.